Bakat Salah to all Muslim faithful. Welcome to Ogtv News at 2. I am Opeyemi Adeomi. Remember, you can watch us live on Facebook at Ogtv and Ogun State Television, and YouTube at Ogtv Abeokuta, and on Ogtv website www.ogtv.com.ng/live. For the latest news and reports, check us on this platform X at Ogun TV, Instagram at Ogun State Television, or download Ogtv app on Apple Store and Google Play Store. President Bola Tinubu has called for more prayers for the military and security agencies currently making sacrifice to keep the nation safe, particularly those confronting terrorists and bandits. The president, who observed the Eid al-Adha prayers at the Hill Ground in Dodan Barak, Lagos, told media that the security aid president of Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, the chairman of Boa Group, Abdul Samad Rabiu, the group's chief executive of Ohando, Wali Tinubu, and President Tinubu's friends and longtime ally, Professor Shafaruddin Amuwo. Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun has extended his warmest greetings to the Muslim community in celebration of this year's Eid al-Adha, a significant occasion that embodies the spirit of sacrifice and devotion. In a statement issued by Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Honorable Kayode Akimade in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, Governor Abiodun emphasized the importance of the festival, which commemorates the willingness of Prophet Ibrahim to sacrifice his son in obedience to God's command. Governor Abiodun encouraged the Muslim faithful to embrace the teachings of Islam during this period, which underscores the significance of selflessness and compassion towards others. The governor also highlighted the role of unity and harmony among all religious adherents in the state, noting that Eid al-Kabir serves as a reminder to the importance of coming together to foster peace and understanding among all citizens. He charged security personnel to ensure the safety and well-being of citizens, especially during the festive period, even as he called on all citizens to adhere to safety protocols to ensure a safe and healthy celebration. Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun has inaugurated two roads, Awokoya Road and Igbeba Talbot Yidi Lane in Ijebu-Ode, with a promise to continue to prioritize infrastructure development across the state. While inaugurating the 6-kilometer roads, Governor Abiodun explained that since 2019, 22 roads have been constructed in Ijebu-Ode, with 16 completed, while the remaining 6 are still under construction. Governor's Office correspondent Yusuf Kaniu has the details.
In commemoration of the commissioning of Igbeba Road to the glory of the Almighty God.
Inauguration of Igbeba, Talbot Idi and Awokoya Road in Ijebu-Ode local government is among many road projects constructed and reconstructed by the Governor Dapo Abiodun-led administration, which is to make life more meaningful for people and ease the stress they face on the road. The governor noted that the ancient town of Ijebu-Ode had suffered a high number of bad roads in the past, which is said has hampered commercial activities and development within the town.
This road is an extremely important and impactful road to all our Ijebu-Ode citizens, but particularly this road leads to the playing ground of Ijebu-Ode. What is Shalaye? The trauma that people have gone through, the number of lives that have been lost anytime it rains in this corridor, and how difficult it has been in the past to access the playing ground. It was my desire and my dream to ensure that for the layer of 2025, that will be history. And that is why I was determined not just to complete this road, but to commission it on this significant day, a day before the layer to the glory of God.
Abiodun assured of the completion of the remaining 6 roads, disclosing that his government in the past 6 years has constructed 1,200 kilometers of road across the state. This, is said, is unprecedented in the history of the state, promising that it would be just, fair and equitable in the distribution of infrastructural amenities in the states.
What we have done in Ijebu-Ode is not in Ijebu-Ode alone. I promise that we will be fair, we will be just, we will be equitable, and I always said one thing, that we will not develop any part of this state at the expense of another. And the reason for that is very simple. I may be from Ogun East, but I am governor of Ogun State. So to that extent, I want to pledge that we will continue to be fair, to be just, and to be equitable.
The State Head of Service, Mr. Kehinde Onosoya, in his remark, appreciated Governor Dapo Abiodun for its sense of equity and inclusive system of governance, which he said has engendered massive development across the state.
Indeed, an apostle of equity, justice, and inclusivity. As we are constructing in Ogun East, we are constructing in Ogun West, and we are even constructing in Ogun Central, and indeed the most advanced of Ogun State. Infrastructure development is very, very fundamental to showing in terms of investments. I want to appreciate Your Excellency for what you continue to do.
The Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, Engineer Ade Akisoya, among other notable indigenous of Ijebu-Ode, said the reconstruction of the road was made possible due to the unwavering commitment of the governor to ease the movement of people within the town.
The reconstruction of Igbeba, Tabot, Gidi Lane, and Awokoya are geared towards enhancing connectivity, promoting economic growth, improve access to the essential services for our people, and open up new opportunity for business to strive in the area.
Your Excellency, we thank you for this great project and many other ones that are still in the office. We say a big thank you on behalf of the people of Ijebu-Ode and on behalf of the people of Ijebu Central Federal Constituency.
We have been enjoying all that you have been doing for us, and we pray that you do more for us. We have seen so many infrastructural developments that you have done for us.
Some community leaders also admonished residents to take ownership of the road through proper maintenance by avoiding dumping of refuse into drainages and water channels. Yusuf Ganeyu, Ogtv News.
The federal government has intensified discussions with the Japan International Cooperation Agency to fast-track the implementation of a 15 billion yuan, about $110 million emergency loan to improve food security across the country. This was disclosed in a statement issued by the Federal Ministry of Finance and Coordinating Ministry of the Economy after a high-level meeting involving the Minister of Finance, Wale Edun, the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Abubakar Kyari, and senior officials from JICA. According to the statement, the $110 million facility is designed to support Nigerian food production system and build resilience amid persistent global supply challenges and domestic inflation pressures. The JPY 15 billion facility, approximately $110 million, aims to support Nigerian food production system and enhance resilience amid ongoing global supply challenges, the ministry added. With the rainy season already underway, the ministry stressed the urgency of executing key components of the program to ensure timely support for farmers and rural communities. The federal government has destroyed a total of 3,867 illicit firearms, which were either seized by security agencies or voluntarily surrendered. The development is in a renewed effort to stem the tide of violent crimes and terrorism across the country. The arms destruction exercise took place at the Muhammadu Buhari cantonment in Giri, Abuja, and was conducted by the National Center for Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons. Thus marked the fourth such operation since the center's establishment in 2021. Speaking at the event, the Director General of NCC SALW, a retired Deputy Inspector General of Police, Johnson Kokumo, said that the 3,867 firearms destroyed consisted of various types and calibers, including those captured during operations recovered from criminals or surrendered under Arms Control Initiative. According to him, some illicit weapons, such as those intercepted at One Airport and the narco shed at the Muritala Mohammed Airport, were undergoing investigation and legal processes and would be destroyed in future exercise. The Director General of the Nigerian Automotive Design and Development Council, Mr. Oluwemimo, has announced that Nigeria will soon begin the production of plastic automotive components. Speaking during a stakeholders engagement in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom state capital, Oluwemimo said the council had identified components where the country had a comparative advantage at a lower cost, such as plastic parts made from petroleum byproducts. He said his organization is ready to promote the federal government's Nigerian First policy, adding that this policy aligns with the council's long-standing goals. He also disclosed that about 12 Nigerian universities, 2 from each of the 6 geopolitical zones, had been elected to form a team to design and produce university shuttle buses. He said these buses would be 100% electric. Abeokuta now has everything it needs to compete not just with Lagos but Kigali, Accra and Nairobi as a Silicon Hill. The Minister of Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosun Tijani, stated this during the inauguration of a multi-million naira Nigerian Communications Commission Digital Innovation Park in Abeokuta. Fowora Adisonwo reports.
A busy day for the Minister of Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosun Tijani in Abeokuta. First, as a farmer himself, he rules out AgriConnect initiative to enable farmers to sow seeds of hope, cultivate to maximum opportunity, and make prosperous harvest by using digital devices and innovation to monitor weather and gather information to their advantage.
Ogun State is actually one of those states where we could have probably 2 farming season for certain kind of crops. But this will be impossible if you miss just a day or a week of that season. Because if you don't cultivate early, I've only done 2 seasons as you can imagine, but I've noticed this. If you don't plant early, if you start to plant when the rain is heavy, which is about now, there's going to be significant washout. This is the sort of information that we must democratize and put in the hands of every farmer in our state.
Service providers, farmers, and the Ogun State government showed enough enthusiasm for the project, with the governor of Ogun State, Prince Dapo Abiodun, unveiling 1,000 specially made phones with free data by a leading communication outfit. At the inauguration of the multi-million naira Nigerian Communication Commission Digital Park, also in Abeokuta, the Alake and paramount ruler of Egba land, Oba Adedotun Aremu Gbadebo, as well as notable Nigerians and in and out of government, witnessed a dream aim at using innovation to transform life as common in other climes at their doorsteps.
With a government like the one being led by His Excellency Governor Dapo Abiodun that is investing wisely in infrastructure, there's no better place to launch the first of its kind digital innovation park.
The minister said the project was a vital part of the President Bola Tinubu's Renew Hope agenda, which placed digital innovation, youth empowerment, inclusive economic growth at the front burner of the economy. The governor of Ogun State, Prince Dapo Abiodun, said his government shared the dreams of the federal government in the quest to lift the nation higher in the digital world, having invested heavily in digital innovations from the inception of the administration. Top-notch tech-up community members and students speak.
Of course, this is to groom talents, innovations, ideas, young ones. You've seen many of them today. Some of them have even been started working.
We have seen data center. We have seen very good network system. Of course, those are really fundamental.
It's helpful. Like if you want to do jump, you can use it through jump. The state Abeokuta has enough digital facilities already, so it will help the students physically, academically, also computer-wise.
The project ranks among the first in Nigeria. Fowora Adisonwo, Ogtv News.
In a bid to continue promoting the beauty of indigenous language and rich cultural heritage of the Egba people, the 6th edition of the Egba Dialect Debate and Choral Competition has been held at the Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library in Abeokuta. Sponsored by Prince Lanre Tejuosho and endorsed by the Ogun State Government, the Trillion Dialects Competition brought together students of both private and public secondary schools in Egba Zone. Staff reporter Taiwo Fabajo files in this report.
Slugging it out in the debate competition are students of African Church Grammar School, Abeokuta Girls Grammar School, Oba Community Comprehensive School, Salau Abiola Comprehensive High School, while those from Premier Grammar School, Aderi Lambo Model College, Ifo High School, Alaba Lawson Royal College, and Nawarudin Grammar School of Bantoko competed for honor in the choral competition. To emerge victorious, the students during the debate and choral competitions displayed their dexterity in stage performance, Egba dialect and analytic prowess. In the final of the debate competition, students of Oba Community Comprehensive School supported the notion that studying in Nigeria is better than studying abroad, while their colleagues from Abeokuta Girls Grammar School defended the topic. The judges after the finals announced Nawarudin Grammar School as the second runner-up of the choral with 250 points, Premier Grammar School Lafenwa as first runner-up scoring 254 points, while Ifo High School with 279 points was declared winner. Salau Abiola Comprehensive High School Ushiele was later announced second runner-up, Abeokuta Girls Grammar School as first runner-up, and Oba Community High School as winner in the Egba dialect debate.
We were like, we only came with tamboline, so we never felt we would be able to take the first position. And taking the first position, we are very, very, very happy taking the first position.
Cash rewards were presented to winners by some of the guests at the event, including Senator Salisu Afolabi Shuaib, representing Ogun Central, who added 75,000 and 50,000 naira cash prize respectively as additional prize for winners. Stakeholders at the event enjoined parents to prioritize teaching their children local language.
What Prince Lanre Tejuosho has done is to demonstrate that the real empowerment of our constituents is not just in giving out material things, is in initiating a program that will have lasting impact and lasting legacy.
Senator Tejuosho has chosen a path to ensure that Egba heritage, cultural heritage is preserved and even passed down to the upcoming generation.
Egba dialect is one of the very interesting and lovely dialects, but we are not where we're supposed to be globally. And such program like this, if we continue to support this kind of program, it will put us at the right place.
Prince Lanre Tejuosho says he is motivated to continue sponsoring the program due to the feedbacks from students and parents.
Well, obviously, for us to be celebrating the 6th edition, that means I was encouraged by the first and the second, and I guess it keeps on getting better and better. So, and the interest is increasing yearly. The students, they call me afterwards and they try to encourage me that they are looking forward to the next year. So I believe that's a contribution to the development of Egba land.
This is one way of ensuring sustainability of Egba dialect from going into extinction. Taiwo Fabajo, Ogtv News.
And from there, we now move to the foreign scene, where African Union has voiced concern over a new travel ban signed by the United States President Donald Trump. The ban targets 12 countries, including 7 African nations of Somalia, Chad, the Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Libya, and Sudan. Other countries affected were Yemen, Afghanistan, Myanmar, Haiti, and Iran. In addition to the full ban, the U.S. also imposed a partial travel restriction on 7 countries: Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela, allowing a limited access for certain temporary work visa holders. Trump stated that the decision followed a recent incident involving a flamethrower attack on a Jewish protest in Colorado by an Egyptian national. Warning against the development, the AU stated that the measure could negatively impact diplomatic, educational, and economic relations between the United States and the affected nations. The AU, in a statement released, said the travel restriction would undermine people-to-people tie, education, exchange, commercial engagement, and broader diplomatic relations that have been nurtured with the U.S. over decades. Uzbekistan and Jordan have made history on Thursday by qualifying for their first World Cup, while the pair will be joined in next year's tournament by perennial participant South Korea. One of the fastest rising national team in Asia drew 0-0 with UAE in Abu Dhabi to take the second automatic spot in Group A, although top place is still in play after already qualified. Iran lost 1-0 to Qatar in Doha. Heading into the third round final set for fixture on Tuesday, Iran sits at the summit 2 points ahead of Uzbekistan. The top two teams in each of the three Asian groups go straight to the World Cup, while those finishing third and fourth, the UAE and Qatar, holds the slots in Group A, enter a fourth round of qualifiers. In Group B, South Korea confirms their place in an 11th straight World Cup by defeating Iraq 2-0 in Basra. We now round off the news. Eid is not just about feasting. It is about sharing blessings and spreading happiness. And that's how far we can go on the bulletin. Many thanks for watching. Baraka Salah.